Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Here I am back with another informative video. So the topic of discussion is how to buy rental properties with no money down in 2025. Here we will discuss that can you buy a rental property with no money down? Yes, you can buy a rental property with no money down. House flippers, home buyers and the investors can purchase real estate without putting up a significant amount of their own cash. Traditional property purchases often require a large down payment, but knowing how to buy a rental property with no money down can simplify your investment strategy. By using minimal personal funds, real estate investors can achieve a better ROI. Options like leveraging home equity, securing investment property loans with no down payment, or partnering with co borrowers can open doors to the real estate market even with the limited personal savings. Here are the 8 ways to buy a rental property with no money down. The first one is backing into your first rental property. If you already own a home, you are in a great position. Or one of the most common ways to become a real estate investor is by turning your primary residence into a rental property. The strategy is to rent out your current home and finance your next as a primary residence, securing a lower interest rate on the both properties. And if you are still making mortgage payments, rental income can help cover part of all of your mortgage. There are significant advantages to backing into your first rental property this way. Traditional investments property loans often require a 20% down payment and a higher interest rates. The interest rates on an investment property is typically higher than on a primary residence by at least half a percent or more. Be prepared to provide a letter of the explanation note on John Mayer's loan expert. It may be requested depending on how long you have been in the original home. The second way is to tap into your home equity. If you own a home but prefer not to rent it out, using your home's equity can help you buy an investment property with no money down. Home equity is the difference between your home's current market value and the amount you owe. By leveraging this equity, you may have enough amount to cover a significant down payment or even buy the property outright. Several options are available for tapping into the home equity. Home equity loan and home equity loan provides a lump sum of the money upfront which you pay back with a fixed monthly payment similar to your original mortgage. This option is ideal for a predictable budgetable amount for your investment property down payment. Home equity line of the credit. The home equity line of credit turns your home's equity into a flexible credit line, much like the credit card. It allows you to withdraw funds as needed during the draw period, typically spanning 5 to 10 years. These are ideal for managing various costs associated with buying an investment property, such as the down payment, renovations, and furnishing the rental. Then, cash out refinance. Cash out refinance replaces your existing mortgage with a new loan for more than you owe, giving you the difference in cash available for the FHA, VA, or the conventional loans. Cash out refinancing allows homeowners to borrow a large amount of home equity, often up to 80% of your home's market value. Then the third point is try house hacking with a multi-family property. House hacking means buying a multi-family property, living in one unit and renting out the others. Purchase a duplex, triplex, or a fourplex, or your tenants rent can cover your mortgage payments. You are both the property owner and the landlord, and your primary residence becomes a source of the cash flow. FHA or VA loans make this strategy even easier. FHA loans require as little as 3.5% down with a good credit, and a VA loans often require no down payment at all. You can even use an FHA 2.3k loan, 203k loan if the place needs the rehab. Use gift funds, down payments assistance, or HELOC to handle upfront cost, and you are buying both a home and your first rental property. The fourth way is to bring in a co-borrower. When you are short on saving or have a low credit score, teaming up with a co-borrower gives you a shot at buying a rental property without covering the full down payment requirements or closing cost yourself. One person might bring the cash, the other handle the property management or finds the real estate deal. You split the risk, share the work, and both benefit from the rental income, monthly payments, or the long term equity growth. A co-borrower doesn't have to be a friend. It could be a family member or even a business partner who sees value in the real estate investing. This setup works well when exploring how to buy an investment property with no money down, especially if you are willing to offer sweat equity in place of the capital. Just make sure you are aligned to on the responsibilities, loan terms, and how you will handle things like refinancing or a future cash out refinance. The fifth way is to try to rent to own. If you don't have savings for a down payment, a rent to own agreement, also called a lease option, can be a way to buy a future rental property with no money down. You rent the home now with the option to buy it later, and some of your monthly payments may go toward the purchase price. These deals usually require you to live in the home first, so you wouldn't earn the rental income right away. But one upside is that the property owner often covers property taxes and the homeowner's insurance during the lease, which helps owners your upfront cost while you work towards becoming the property owner and the turning the home into a rental property down a line. Then assume seller's mortgage. Assuming a mortgage let you take over the seller's home loan, often with the same interest rate on the loan terms, it can be a smart way to buy a rental property with no money down, especially if the seller is locked in at a low rate. You make the monthly payments just like they did and take over the title. Not all the loans are assumable. You will need to check for a due on sale clause and get lender approval, which usually means showing a decent credit score and completing some paperwork. Still, it's a solid financing option when the number works or the seller's loan has better terms than what a traditional lenders offer today. Then the seventh way is to find seller's financing. Seller's financing, also called owner's financing, is when the seller acts as a lender and let you pay for the home over time, often with no bank involved. It's an option for buying an investment property with no money down, especially if the seller owns the home outright. They might agree to seller financing if they inherited the property or want a steady income instead of a lump sum. You will agree on the repayment terms like the loan amount, monthly payments, or the interest rates, all spelled out in the formal contract. It's a flexible path that skip traditional lenders and can work well if you find the right real estate deal and a seller ready to move quickly. The eighth and the last way is use a hard money loan. A hard money loan is a short term, high interest loan offered by a private investor or a hard money lender. It's often used to buy and flip properties fast. Unlike a traditional mortgage, this type of loans focuses more on the property value than your credit score. If the number works and the home fits the lender's loan to value guidelines, you might get financing with little or no down payment. If the number works and the home fits the lender's loan to value guidelines, you might get financing with little or no down payment. Then, coming toward just know that to qualify, you will usually need collateral like another property and a clear repayment plan, since The loan terms are short and the interest rates are high, says Mir. So that was all the 8 ways we discussed about that how you can buy rental properties with no money down in 2025. We discussed about 8 ways for this purpose. So hope this video will have been beneficial for you. So do subscribe the channel for more videos. Thank you.